Welcome back, guys. Today we're working on this 2016 Honda Accord and we're going to be replacing the low beams and high beams. So guys, stay tuned. Let's get this started. So we're here now. We got our lights ready. We're going to be using the LS Plus series. We got the 9005s for the high beams and we got the H11s for the low beams, okay? Before we even start, I want you guys to listen to something that was very noticeable as soon as we lit up the lights. The current aftermarket lights in here, they're really loud. So that usually happens when the bulb is overheating, so the fans should kick in. Most LEDs in the market now have a temperature control system which should detect when it's overheating, and that will cause the fans to kick in, so they'll get much louder. And you can probably already hear it, that little turbine. So pretty much your bulb is right here. Is this one I'm pointing at. It's color coded in black. And we're gonna pop that out and put in ours and show you the difference in sound, okay? Most LEDs that come in like good quality housings, they will not be as hot as others. So if you touch your bulb and it's pretty much like burning hot, then you know that's not a good quality bulb and it's gonna burn out soon. And just like I was mentioning earlier, you can start seeing there's actual overheating damage on this bulb already, as you can see. It's like darker in some sections, specifically closest to the base where all the heat's getting transferred to. So that's the reason why these fans are really loud, because this has a built-in temperature control, so it's kicking up the fan to keep it from overheating. But you can see right there, there's already heat damage, okay? Grab our Lasfit LS Plus H11s. So let's light it up, make sure it works. So that's the LS Plus H11s. They are installed, and as you see, one quick tip: when installing LEDs, especially two-sided ones, this is how you know if you got it correctly. Okay, you see how there's one pattern right here and one spot right here. So this light means the chips are facing left and right, or 9 and 3 o'clock position. If you see this shadow right in the middle, angled or going side to side, then you know the bulb is incorrect and your light pattern is gonna be off, okay? So make sure that that shadow is right in the center going up and down, okay? So let's show the pattern on the wall and see how they look. And you already can see on the passenger side projection, the light, there's a hot spot right in the center. That's from the LS Plus H11, so that means it's losing more light than the current ones in here already. And then the projection over here, I put my hand just so you know where it is. Right here, this is your aftermarket LED. You can see there's hardly any of a hot spot in there, okay? So that means these do not reach that far compared to the LS Plus. So that means since that hot spot is so intense, it can still project further down the road, okay? So guys, just real quick, and just so you don't think that we're trying to just show you that maybe that's just how the bulb was colored, but here's the one from the driver's side. As you can see, it's starting to darken, but it's not as bad as the other one. As you can see, that's completely like bronzed out compared to this one. It's still pretty much the same color all the way around, but you can see some areas where it is starting to get dark. So this one's working more properly than this one. This one's completely gonna go out pretty soon, but luckily they're getting replaced soon. So that's in. We have just completed the low beams and we're now moving into the high beams, okay? So we got our LS Plus 9005s and we're gonna be installing these now. Closest to the radiator, so your radiator's over here and your high beam's gonna be right there, okay? Pops out like that, counterclockwise to remove, and it'll just pop out like that, okay? So right now we're in the incorrect position and I'll show you what I mean right now. If you look at our light pattern real quick, you can see right now the driver's side light it is completely off. It's like all over the place. And the reason why is because the light, the actual chip orientation is incorrect. So let me adjust that real quick. These are the Plus series, so these have the adjustable base. So once you have the bulb locked in place, you can actually pull the bulb out while the actual base is still locked in place, and then reinsert the bulb to adjust it to where you have to have it. Okay, so let me do that for you real quick. Alright, so just another example of what we're talking about. Earlier, we had the cable facing to the side. So as you can see there, I'm twisting it. This is how it was, okay? It was, those chips are facing up and down. So what you want to have it is in this position, okay? Those chips have to be left and right so you can get the correct pattern. So the chips is going to be that yellow square you see right there. That's going to be the chip itself, all right? So let's light them up and show you how the pattern looks like, okay? So there you go. That's what you want to have. You want to have a pattern that matches the halogen. Then the only difference is that now you have the benefit of the LED, so it's going to be much brighter compared to halogen, as you can see right there. That hot spot's going to be way bigger. You're going to be getting more area compared to your halogen. So we're now in the rear. We're going to be replacing the actual license plate lights and the reverse lights, okay? And then we have our T10s for the license plate lights, and then we have, like I mentioned before, this is our previous T15s that we will put into the backup lights, but these are going to be the new models as well that will be available soon. These will be much brighter than the current T15s, okay? And then we have here just comparison of the halogen bulbs that we removed and an aftermarket LED bulb that was in here already. Unfortunately, we can't test this one because it looks like it's already burned out. So to get started, all we're going to be doing is removing some plastic clips which hold the cover up here. So all we got to do is just pull those out. You just got to get the first 1, 2, 3, 4 top ones, and that's enough to loosen it up. So right there, that's going to be your backup. It's a T15. We're just going to pull that off. And the first one we're going to test is going to be our current T15. So there you have it, guys. That's our current T15, all right? So let me pull out the halogen just so you guys can get a comparison. Okay, one more time, please. So there you see, much brighter than the halogen, okay? And now we're actually going to put the new T15s and show you how that looks. These are polarity sensitive, so you will need to test, make sure they're installed correctly. Light them up. As you can see right there, it's not lighting up. Very simple, disconnect, flip over, reconnect, go for it. And there you go. You can see it's much brighter than the previous ones. And this is the one that's gonna be going into this vehicle, okay? So let me get that in there and we'll show you the rest. And that's the new T15s we're going to be releasing soon. They are still being developed, so keep an eye out for those. And you just can see right now it's just way much brighter than the current T15s we make and the halogens. Now we're gonna go into the license plate lights. You're gonna go through here, and all you're gonna do is stick your hand in here, and there's gonna be a clip. I'm not sure if you can see it from up here, but there's a clip here on the edge towards the center. You're gonna push it, and it'll release the whole assembly, all right? At this point, you can disconnect the cable, just like that. And all you gotta do is just remove your plastic cover, which is held on by these things right here. So you press them in, it just pops out like that, okay? So these two sides, just squeeze them in and that will release it. So at that point, you can see the bulb is in there, and you can actually see some heat damage on it too. It's starting to become kind of like goldish on the side, or like, it looks almost like if it had rust. So I'm gonna pull that out. You can see how those are wearing out already, and some are actually broken off. We got our Lasfit T10. Just slide it back in. And before you even install this, always test, make sure that it actually works. You can see everything's working fine. We're gonna reinstall our casing like that, and then just slide it back into place. With the edge outwards, get that in there first, and just like that, it'll clip in. So guys, that's as simple as it is. Just replace both of them, same procedure for both sides. And as you can see, you got matching lights now, so they're not different colors, and it's gonna be much brighter. So for those who have a backup camera like he does, this will help you a lot. So guys, again, thank you for watching. If you have any questions or concerns, feel free to let us know. We'll be more than happy to help you out. And to finish this off, just simply remember, put back your cowl, put all your clips back in place, and you're good to go. We are now going to move on to the tail lights. We're going to be replacing the brake light and the turn signal. So very simple to do. All you got to do is remove two clips from here. Once you remove those, the panel just comes down, and the access to your bulbs are right here. The first one right here on the bottom, if you counterclockwise to lock it, to unlock it, it'll just pop out like this. The clear one is going to be your brake light. So let's start right here. We already got the bulb out, unclip it, and these are going to be the T7440s in red. Okay, so I'm gonna put this in here. I believe these are polarity sensitive, so we're gonna light them up real quick. If you can step on the brake. And yes, they are. And just to test, let go please. We're gonna flip it over just to make sure if they're polarity or non-polarity. Can you step on it one more time? So there you have it. These are non-polarity, so you don't have to worry about this one because it's just a simple brake. So I'm gonna put that in there now. Okay, and just like that, it's installed. And we're gonna step on the brake real quick just to show you how that looks. And as you can see, we got the new bulb in there. It's gonna be more intense compared to the halogen, which we still have on the driver's side. So let's show you that. And where it's going to benefit, it's going to be at night, where it's going to be super noticeable. So let's get that other bulb replaced, and then we'll show you the intensity of both on, okay? While we're still here, we're gonna actually work on the turn signals as well. And this will be the ones on top of it, okay? It's gonna be a gray connector. It's gonna be this one. It's a T7440 in amber, okay? So we're gonna put that to the side. And it's gonna be these. These are polarity sensitive, so these do have to go a specific way. So you have to test these ones for sure. So we're gonna turn that on real quick. And it's working fine, so we're good. We got it on the first shot. So in case it wasn't correct, so let's say I put it, if you could please stay over there real quick, just one more time. In case it's installing correctly, as you saw, I just flipped it over. The lights are currently on, but it's not flashing. So if I take this off, flip it over, reconnect it, there you have it, okay? So these, the turn signals, are polarity sensitive. The brake lights are not. So at this point, you can just reinstall this. Okay, and there it is, simple as that. And you're gonna do the same thing on the other side. So guys, this is gonna be the final result. This is how it's gonna look. We're gonna start off with the turn signals. We did those while we were doing the installation of the high beams. It's a very simple replacement. They use the 7443s. These are gonna be dual filament bulbs, so you can use our switchbacks, which is what we put in here. So we're gonna show you that real quick. We're gonna turn on just these are gonna be your pretty much work like your daytime running lights. You activate with your daytime running light strip as well. So you're gonna see right here, the strip is on, and the actual bulb over here, which is your parking light and your turn signal, it's lit up in white. So that's the switchback function right there. So when you're driving, it'll be white, and when you activate the turn signal, and as you can see, it'll only flash amber when the turn signals or your hazards are active. So now we're gonna show you the low beams. And this is how it looks with the LS Plus H11s. These are our brightest kits available right now in our kits, in our sets of lights that we sell. These are producing 11,000 lumens. These are 50-watt bulbs. So now we're gonna do the high beam. So you're definitely gonna be seen when you use this, and you're gonna see a lot on the road as well. The same thing, these are the LS Plus 9005s with 11,000 lumens. So in total, if you got both your low and high beam active at the same time, you got 22,000 lumens at one time when you activate both lights. But normally you only drive with your low beams. But you have that option there. So we have completed this vehicle, guys, and now we're gonna show you the actual bulbs that we replaced and see how they look from outside. And that's gonna be first the brake light with the T7440s in red. Those are new models that are coming out. Then we got the T15s in the backup lights. Those also new models are coming out. And then we got the T7440s in amber for the turn signals. That's it, guys. That was all there is to it. If you guys have any questions, concerns, feel free to let us know. We'll be more than happy to help you out. And we'll catch you in the next video. Thank you for watching.